Okay. Okay, so last class we started this, but last class the example we saw, in that example this part was missing. This is why I brought a complete problem. So first, what is to do? To determine the expected duration. Now, if you can remember from chapter 4, node diagram, what was that? In node diagram, there was activity A, B, C, D. And then duration was given 3, 7, 8, 9. If you can remember, when we did the node diagram, there are many activities we assumed or it was given. Their duration was given, if you can remember, their duration. Now, say activity A means cleaning. So activity A means cleaning, it will take 3 days. Now these days we assumed it. In this chapter, so we will take this duration based on probability theory. It's not probability, yes, not theory, based on some uncertainty. So again, do not write it down. This is not our case. It is just to understand what is the new in this method. Last time, whatever we did in node diagram, for defined activities, our duration was or were given. That was a single duration. So, say cleaning will take 3 days. So we assumed it. In real life, it might take 2 days, it might take 4 days. So there is some uncertainty here. In this method part, program, evaluation and review technique, in this method we can deal with this uncertainty. So that is my first step. Determine the duration based on this optimistic duration, most likely duration and pessimistic duration. What is this optimistic? If everything goes well, say weather is good, all of your labors are here, material were here, then you can do it. Pessimistic means if everything is adverse, weather is not good, material did not arrive on time, this kind of adverse situation. This is most likely. Based on your experience, you saw that cleaning may take 4 days. Optimistic, if everything goes good, 3 days. Pessimistic, if your labor is absent, something, it might take 7 days. So based on that uncertainty here, we will determine the duration. That is something new. Then we will draw node diagram and then find the critical path. Then for the critical path, what is the summation of the duration? So last example, it was directly given. So today I will solve a complete problem. Then standard deviation for each activity, Tp minus T naught by 6, variance, square of standard deviation. Then take the summation of the variance for all the activities in the critical path. Then take the square root, that is our standard deviation. Then Z value is any deviation minus my T expected divided by standard deviation. So this is just a summary of the last class. Okay, so I will erase this. Okay, so in your book there is no complete problem. So I made a problem this morning for you. It's not finished, so I will finish here. So before starting, make sure that the theory is clear. That the duration is no longer just a single value. It is based on optimistic, pessimistic, and most likely duration. Say in based on your experience, you know that farm work may take 2 weeks, most likely 3 weeks. If weather is bad, it may take 4 weeks. Based on this, we will take one value, no longer a fixed value. Then we will draw the diagram, find the critical path. For the critical path, what is our duration? Then we will work from that critical path. So I made a simple example that I can finish today. Okay, so I will erase this. We will go everything step by step. Just this is the summary. Okay, so what are my activities? Say my activity A, activity optimistic duration, most likely duration, pessimistic duration. So activity A, oh, I need some space. Activity preceding activity. Preceding activity. So activity A, it is following nobody, optimistic duration 4 days, most likely 5 days, pessimistic 6 days. Activity B, it is following A, C following A, D is following B, E is following C and D. So 2, 5, 14 days, 7, 9, 11, 5, 7, 15, 2, 4, 6. Keep as it is now. So 4, 5, 6, 2, 5, 14, 7, 9, 11, 5, 7, 15, 2, 4, 6. Now this is just an example, yes, concrete example. Activity A, B, C, D, E. A is following nobody, is the first activity. B is following A, C is following A, D is following B, E is following C, D. These are the some typical duration based on our experience. Now I just wrote it this morning. It is not my experience. I'm just assuming. If everything goes good, A can finish in 4 days. Everything good if it is. If everything is worse or everything is adverse, weather is not good, your material is not here, laborers are sick or they are fighting with each other, in that case it might take 6 days. But most likely 5 days. This is just I assume. B, say B is excavation. If everything is good, it may take 2 days. Bring a bulldozer, excavate, done. Worst case, you started the excavation, suddenly you got the groundwater. You have to bring your pump, take the water out. In that case it might take 14 days. But most likely based on our experience that it may take 5 days. So this way, yes. Okay, these are my project given. Then first step is to find my expected duration for every activity, Then draw diagram, find critical path, find duration, then everything is. So I will erase this. Okay, then what is then is TE. What is TE? T naught 4 TM plus TP divided by 6. So for this case, if I have calculator, why I already did it. So for this case, it will take 4 plus 4 times 5. 4 times 5. Sorry, 4 times 5, yes, 20, 24 plus 6, 35, 6. So this is 5. Second case, this plus 4 times, that means 2 plus 20, 22 plus 14, 36, divided by 6, 6. You got it, how I'm getting it? Just I am using this equation. Last time I used Excel. This time I am doing by hand so that you can practice. This one. 7 plus 4 times 9, 36. 43 plus 11, 54 divided by 6. 9. This time 5, 28. That means 33 plus 15, 48. Divide by 6. 6. No. 8. 2, 16, 18, 24. Divide by 4 is 6. So that is
Divide by 6, you get 4.
4 is.
Never mind.
I already did it. Okay, next. So that is my expected duration. It is no longer a fixed value. We have from this equation we have to find it. Next step, draw the node diagram. Okay, node diagram. So, we'll draw it here. Draw here. First A. Okay, A. It takes 5 days. Then B is following A. So B is here. It takes 6 days. C is following A. C is following A. It takes 9 days. Good. Then D is following B. Okay. D is following B. And it takes 8 days. Good. E is following C and D. C and D. And E takes 4 days. 4 days. Complete the arrow. I know that sometimes you forget the arrow. Check 5, 6, 9, 8, 4. Correct. Any red color? No red color. Yeah, this part is very easy for a node diagram. Draw forward pass 0, 5, 5, 11, 5 plus 9, 14. Go forward. Finish 11. So you start 11. Take 9 days. It takes 8 days, 19. Go forward, say 19, take 4 days, 23. Okay, we did the forward pass, we found the critical path. Did you find it? So it takes 23 days coming from 19, 19 coming from this. So this is part of my critical path. Which color is good? This is part of my critical path, okay. 9 coming from 11, 11 from here. So it is my critical path, here to here. So this is my critical path. So critical path is done. And okay, so write it down. My critical path is A, B, D, E. What is my expected finish date?
23.
23. Or we can sum up. A, B, D, E. A is 5 days, B 6 days, C 8 days, D 4 days. Is it 23? Yes, should be. Not should be, must be. Or simply we can take this number. So step number 1, find the expected duration based on optimistic, pessimistic, most likely value. Done. Draw the diagram, find the critical path. From the critical path, I can take the expected duration. Up to this, any question? In last example, whatever we did, critical path was directly given. This time not directly given, you have to find it. Okay, I do not need it anymore. My job is done. So A, B, D, E. That means I do not need C actually. C is not in my critical path. So I will not work with that. Okay, so it is done. Then my next step was finding standard deviation. What is that? It is TP minus T optimistic divided by 6. Okay. 6 minus 4 is 2 divided by 6. Difficult question. Please. Did I do it? Oh, I did it, yes. Second case, 14 minus 2, 12, divide by 6, so 2. Second case, 15 minus 5, 10, divide by 6. I did not do it.
1.67.
I did it right. 1.67, right? 1.67 here. Then second case, this minus 4, 0.67. Okay, next is this is squared. So it is 1, it is 4, it is 2.78, it is 4. Last time we did it by A except. Then what is my summation of this? Is 7.78. So VE is summation. Then EE is the square root of this. That means to write down the whole thing first. 7.78 equal 2.7. If you did not understand, let me know.
Why is the squared?
Oh, first we did standard deviation. That is TP minus TO divided by 6.
Right.
Then I need square to take the variance. So this part is variance, BE, lowercase e. Anything here, lowercase means single activity, uppercase means combined. So then we did the square. That becomes variance. VARIANC, which is a very useful term in statistics. Square root, not square root. Square of standard deviation. Did this, the sum is my total variance. The square root of total variance is my standard deviation, that is 2.79. That is my final standard deviation. This part we need it. Any questions?
So we just crossed up the C to get, because the only A, B, D, and E are in the critical path, right?
Exactly, yes. That means this activity does not affect our total deviation.
Okay.
Yeah. I do not need anymore. This is my main calculation. Now, based on this calculation, we can decide what is the probability that our project will finish on time. What is the probability that our project will finish 2 days earlier? What is the probability that project will never finish? Never finish, it is not here. So I do not need it anymore. So what we found, that our project will finish, expected finish date of the project is 23 days, if you can remember from critical path. We got our standard deviation of the whole project is, not the whole project, only critical path is 2.79. So a z function we can write this way, t ne minus t expected divided by e. That means t ne minus 23 divided by 2.79 is my z. So we will use this to find the different options. Okay, let us assume the first question. So first question, what is the probability that the project will finish by the end of 23 days? Clean this, we do not need anymore.
Hey, Izzo?
Yes.
Before you never mind.
Hmm?
I was gonna ask the 33 and the 11 part they had on the standard deviation.
It's 0.11.
What is it?
It's 0.11.
Oh, okay, okay.
Well, it will be in the video.
Okay.
I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, past activity? It was 0.11.
Yeah. That was my question. That's why I was confused too. I thought it was 11, not 0.1.
Oh, 0.11.
Yeah.
Okay, so first question, what is the probability that the project will finish by the end of 23 days? So it means summation by the end of any time. 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, anything is good. Now how to find it? First find your z value, go to the chart, z chart, find the probability fraction, then do it as a percentage. Okay, for this question, what is the answer? Answer is, okay, what is my z? Z is by the end of 23. That means 23 minus 23 divided by 2.79. How much? 0? 0. Now go to the z chart. So better to write here so that we can get. So our z value is 23 minus 23 divided by 2.79. So z is 0. For 0, what is? Oh, it is already there. No, make it round. Oh. So you can see here, same problem. So z is 0, right? 0. Brother, come back. I need you. Okay, then say sister, come back. Okay. So z is 0. When z is 0, my cumulative probability value is 0.5. 0.5. Did you see 0.5? That means when z is 0, my probability value, cumulative probability. That means you can finish any time before that. So it is 0.5. That means our P is 0.5 or simply 50%. That is the answer for question number 1. What is the probability that the project will finish by the end of 23 days? It's 50%. So simply find your z value, take the number. If z value is negative by any chance, negative, take it as a positive, find the value, then 1 minus that. We will see. Okay, any question on this question? No? Done. Okay. Done. Okay. Next question. Question number 2. Question number 2 is that the project will finish by the end of 20 days. What is the probability that the project will finish by the end of 20 days? What to do? simply write here 20. We know the z function. 20 minus 23. I have no calculator. Oh, I can find one here. Free calculator. Brother come. Okay, sister come. Stop listening to me. Nothing is working. Okay, then I need your help. What is this value?
Negative 1.1.
Negative 1.1? Okay, negative 1.1. Little more. Any fraction.
I mean, it's negative 1.075.
1.075. You can see it is up to four decimal places. So better to go more, yes? 1.075. 3. Okay.
2688.
263. Now, it is a negative number. So what we will do? We will take positive first. It is a negative number, so we will take positive first. Okay. 1.0753. Find it here. 1.0, right? 1 is here. 0.75. Oh no, it is only up to 2 decimal places. I made a mistake here. Up to 2 decimal places. So I will take 1.08. 1.08. 1.08, that will 1.08. 8 is this value, right? Agree with me? This value? This value? It is 0.8 here, 1 is here. So 0.8599. So we got 8599. Yes or no? Yes, 8599. 8599. Now this was negative. We assume positive. So whatever we got, go to minus. So whatever we got actually 1 minus this. Whatever we got 1 minus that actually. So then it becomes
0.1401.
0.1401, right?
Yeah.
Or simply 14.01%. So the probability that it will finish by the end of 20. Now by the end of 20 means 20, 19, 18, 17, everything is possible. It is cumulative.
You always subtract it from 1.
If it is negative. If the z value is negative.
And if it was like negative 2, you'd subtract 2.
Negative 2. Then whatever the value you find from the table,
2 minus.
1 minus that.
Oh, it's still just 1.
Yes, 1. Or simply, whatever you get, it is the...
2 on the chart.
Yes. Or whatever you find here, 85.99% minus 100, or 100 minus that. The balance, the remaining is.
You'll provide this table on the test sheet.
Yes. Oh, the final exam will be open book, so it should be with you. Final exam will be open book. If you do not have book, print the page you need, or pages you need. Okay. Print little bit, okay? Okay, then my question is, okay, then make a different question. The project will finish at least 2 days late. Typical question is, what is the probability that the project will at least 2 days late? Challenging question. At least 2 days late. What does it mean?
25 days?
Oh yes. At least. At least means it can be 3 days, can be 4 days, can be 5 days. Yes, sir.
What is the probability the project will what? At least 2 days.
Late.
Finish or start?
Oh. Will finish at least 2 days late. Okay, before going to this question is, before going to this question, let me clarify. before answering the question, there is other knowledge you may need. That is, if the probability of happening something is, say point, okay, write it. If the probability of happening something, say 60%, or simply, if the probability of raining today is 40%, what is the probability that, write it down, because sometimes you do not understand my English. If the probability of raining today is say 40%. If the probability of raining today is 40%, what is the probability of not raining today is what? 60%. You know, we need this knowledge to solve this. That means probability of happening something and not happening something, summation is 100 or 1. 100% or 1 simply. If I tell it is 0.4, not percent, then summation is 1. Okay, you understood this? That will help you. So the theory is probability of happening something and not happening that is 1 or 100%, whatever you do. At least 2 days late, it means what? Our project is supposed to finish 25. 2 days late means it will finish by the end of, 25 or 26 or 27, right? At least 2 days late means this. At least 2 days late. That means it can be 3 days late, can be 4 days late, can be 5 days, can be 10 days, can be 20 days. But in that case, you will lose your job. Okay. So first, what we will do? We will find.
What 24 is?
Yes. We will find that the project will finish by the end of 24 days. We will find the probability that the project will finish by the end of 24 days. Whatever the remaining is that. Got it? Okay, so 24 days. So our Z value is 24 minus 23 divided by 2.79.
0.36.
0.36. 0.36. If it is true, then 6 here. If I'm right, 0.36. That means this value. 0.6406. Agree? So that means our P value is 0.6406. Now this is the probability, or simply 64.6%. This is the probability that it will finish by the end of 24 days. The balance is the remaining. So the probability of